All right, this is a special edition of DinamoTV, and it's a special pre-game edition, and we're talking senior women's today. And I'm in the inner sanctum here at Churchill Reserve. This is the Dinamo change rooms. This is where every junior player, doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, you want to be here one day amongst the big girls and the big boys. And the coach of the big girls, the senior women's team, Tommy PONDELJAK. Tommy, it's awesome. We usually get a chance to talk over the screen or over the phone, but not often do we get a chance to talk like this face to face. But mate, 2 weeks, it's been like a long service leave, isn't it? It's like holidays.
Definitely, yeah.
How do you get the girls revved up? Because there hasn't been games for now 2 weeks, so it's been a bit of a mid-season break. And now coming up on Sunday, big game, Altona East Phoenix away. And Westgate, they pulled away 5 points clear, but we've got a game in hand, so that's okay. But that means now the pressure's on. We cannot afford to drop any points. How do you get the girls motivated without playing games?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult, to be honest. Obviously, would love to have had maybe a friendly game in there somewhere for one of the weekends, but fortunately, it's a little bit hard to organise sort of this day and age, especially when everyone's sort of in season. But look, yeah, it's 2 weeks off. Sort of came at a bit of a good time in a sense. Some of the girls were struggling with a few niggly injuries.
Yeah.
So we've sort of pretty much ironed all that out. But yeah, look, obviously the test's going to be on Sunday. Not obviously playing for 2 weeks. The girls are still quite fit. But yeah, look, it's, just getting your head around that whole game scenario. Might take 15, 20 minutes into the game to really start to get comfortable and all the rest of it. So, yeah, look, it's going to be a bit of a test, a bit of a challenge. East Altona are a good side, really good side. They're going to be, I think they probably haven't been at their best in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They started off really well. So, look, we're just expecting a tough game, and we'll approach it in that manner, and hopefully we can walk away with 3 points.
Yeah. The girls have played a lot of Friday night games under lights and also Sunday games. What do they prefer to play? Does it make a difference for them?
Yeah, I think it does. They're
really?
They definitely prefer the Friday nights, as do I. Yeah, look, Sunday afternoons are a little bit tough in a sense where it's kind of obviously coming towards the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
And, the girls are so used to playing on a Friday night, having to play on a Sunday kind of like sort of throws you out a little bit. But look, you got to deal with it. Yeah, I mean, every other club, they've got their own schedule. Some clubs play just traditionally Sundays and whatever, and you just got to deal with it. So, but the girls definitely prefer a Friday night. So hopefully, you get your 3 points and you can enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah. Like now that it's middle of winter, we're at the halfway mark of the season. We've had this 2 week break. How's the motivation levels? Are they still as high as they were at the start of the year? Are they higher now? Do they really, really want to get this, season kind of over and done with? There's one eye on the Australian-Croatian soccer tournament. There's one eye on promotion, possibly playing State 1 next year. But that's how I look at it, but how are they looking at it?
Yeah, look, obviously from an outsider's perspective, they can see that the girls are doing really well this year. Yeah, look, there's obviously expectation there. I haven't spoken about any of that to the girls. Just try and keep it simple with them. Just we'll go out week to week to try and do our best. Obviously to pick up points along the way, and come season end where that sort of like puts us. I mean, we obviously don't know, but we obviously want to finish as high as we can. Like you said, at the moment we're chasing obviously Westgate. They've got a couple of points ahead of us at the moment, but I've always said just week to week focus. I mean, it's great to have those long-term goals. We know what we want.
Yeah.
The girls know what they want. But like I said, we haven't really formally spoken about it, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to be starting to feed that into the players' heads where they start to worry about, what's going to happen in 4, 5, 6, 8 weeks down the track. We're here now. This is what we focus on. Yeah. This weekend's game. Get that out of the way, and we move on to next week. So, but the girls, yeah, look, they're obviously in a really good place. The confidence is sky high. They're playing some really good football, which is great to see. And yeah, look, I really can't fault them. They've they've got what they've deserved. You know,
Yeah.
they've earned it. So hopefully, you know, we can obviously try and carry on with that, and I think the girls will. I think they will.
From a coach's perspective, what do you do? Like, do you approach now the rest of the season and think to yourself, well, you've been doing really well, let's just keep doing it, let's keep more of that maintenance? Or do you sort of think to yourself, look, I've had a bit of a break, I know we need to work on this, I know we need to work on that, maybe we're struggling in this position, I've been looking around, you know, maybe I could attract a couple of players here and there. What do you do from a coach's perspective now in the middle of the season?
Yeah, look, it's a good question. Obviously, you evaluate the team that you got. Like I said, the girls they're all playing really well. And to be honest, they're not doing much wrong. You tweak things here and there, and you sort of correct, you know, things week to week, what you see during a game. But all in all, like I said, I mean, I've spoken to some of obviously the other boys in the coaching staff. You know, last couple of weeks I've just been at training, and just the girls generally play a bit of a game at the end.
Yeah.
And I just said to one of the boys, and I go, it's just so good to be able to just stand here and just watch the girls, and they're just, it's like clockwork.
Yeah.
You know, you're not having to correct or trying to do, you know, trying to fix things at training, so to speak. You can just sit there and watch them, and it's just like at the moment, like a well-oiled machine, you know.
Yeah.
So, like I said, not a lot of correction. Just obviously just keeping the girls in a good headspace. Like I said, their confidence is sky high. And just maintaining that, you know, keeping a good atmosphere at training, trying to make them enjoy training at the same time. And I think they have been, which is great. You know, they're all quite punctual. They'll come, you know, for most nights, unless they're working or something where, you know, it sort of takes them away. But generally, the girls have been fantastic this year.
Oh, brilliant. Mate, I know at this time of year, and especially teams that are doing really well and looking at promotion, coaches always say, let's try and keep a lid on things. Let's try and not get carried away. And we're going to try. We are getting excited. Of course, we look at the ladder, Dinamo second, you know, looking good. But we're not going to get carried away. We're going to take each week as it comes. But mark my words, as we get closer to the end of the season, we'll be talking about the P word, that's for sure. But in the meantime, mate, wishing you all the best, wishing the girls all the best, not just for Sunday, obviously, but for the rest of the season. But yeah, let's take it 1 week at a time. Let's beat Altona East and then move on to the week after that.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's like you said, Tonci. We got to focus week to week. We'll see what happens at the end of the year, and hopefully we're in a good place.
Yeah, folks, if you're not doing anything, come Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. at Paisley Park, pitch number 3. Altona East Phoenix taking on our own St. Albans Dinamo girls. Go Dinamo.